Creamer Media's Mining Weekly is speaking to Steve Pirrie, the CEO of Royal Bafokeng Platinum, which has just delivered a set of outstanding record financial and production results for the 12 months to the end of December 2021. Steve, what a swan song this would have been. But of course, life doesn't always go like that. There was a bit of an interruption. And my question to you now is, for all stakeholders, what, in your view, would be the best outcome of the bidding and the corporate activity that is underway now?
It's quite a difficult one, Martin, to answer, because we have taken a conscious decision, and I think correctly so, from the board, the independent board, I think correctly so, that we do not want to be seen as taking one side over the other. We don't want to be partial. We will be looking at the best interests of the shareholders and the stakeholders as it is. But I can expatiate a bit on that. We have got two options with their own pros and cons. One implements, the other is Northern, with different characteristics and delivering different synergies. With Northern transaction being combination of two good management teams and two good assets, and therefore bulking up the cash flows and obviously the return to shareholders quite quickly and easily. But they're distant from the area, and therefore it lacks those operational synergies themselves, and therefore you on operational basis, except maybe some senior management level, you have got very little operational synergies as compared to the RBPlat transaction, which is RBPlat is contiguous to RBPlat, and a question of access from one area, mining area, to the other becomes easy. Combining management teams becomes quite easy because they are contiguous. But extending the life of the lease area also, there's a big synergy that comes that will help to keep and sustain jobs themselves. But both of them have got strong cash flow potentials that will increase the dividend flow. So it all depends on what you are looking at. But I mean, as the board, we are dictated to by what is on the table as a credible, but not only credible, but executable transaction. So we'll be looking at that then. But it's important, again, as I said, to repeat that we only have one offer on the table, which the shareholders are considering, and that offer is from RBPlat. Now, we should not pretend like there are two competing bids on the table for the shareholders to consider. There's only one offer on the table, and that's RBPlat's offer. When the other offer comes, depending again on how good it is, the shareholders will make a decision again.
It's so wonderful to see the pictures of the school and the residential areas and the housing and the RBPlat. As you know, under your leadership, you have created this. You must feel good about that. And when you have to wave goodbye, how many families will be living together in these wonderful homes? How many going to nearby schools?
We have, at the moment, I think 1,400 to 500 families living in the estate. So it's really our biggest pride. When you look at that, then you say you're creating a future for the children, but you create stability in the homes of your own workers. They can walk their children to school, not only to school, wonderful facility. Our own workers sitting on the school governing body, dictating and who is the principal, who teaches their children, who brings up their children. Beautiful houses with a beautiful school with the beautiful children.
And you also seem to have quite strong mine worker support. I mean, your unions, I look at them and I noted that when you listed, you even had the unions there. It must help to be close to the unions.
In any environment, working environment, living environment, when people live together, people must live together. In brief, I've always wondered how you can run an establishment with the people without speaking to the people, interacting with the people. Relationship with the people is so important. You will have differences of opinions time and again. But the most important thing is that if there is that rapport, whenever a difference arises, it does not result into a confrontation, but it results into an engagement to seek solutions. And that has helped quite a lot. We have adopted the philosophy to be who we are, be the people that we say we are, and treat people with respect, no matter their seniority or juniority. And therefore, when people feel that they are taken seriously, they are respected, they do not become acrimonious when there's a difference of opinion. They are not confrontational. And that is the nature of the relationship.
I was also glad that you expressed such confidence in the future of platinum, fuel cells, green hydrogen. What gives you this confidence?
The world is changing. This is a hydrogen world. Looking forward at it. We're going to be decarbonizing. The world is decarbonizing. We're going to clean hydrogen, and that clean hydrogen needs the PGMs. We're going to go into fuel cells. They need PGMs, particularly platinum. So there's a bright future for platinum. I've got absolute confidence in that. And if you listen to my peers, every time presenting, they're singing the same song. So the world is moving in that direction. You hear government declaring hydrogen policy. Europe, with the European Union, with the hydrogen policy. The United States driving it through the president of the US. China developing fuel cell vehicles quite exponentially. So the world is moving in that direction.
And finally, also renewable energy is a very important part. And we've got the sun and we've got the wind, and if you put the two together, we seem to have a very good offering there. We can put in the storage. What are you doing there at RBPlat to get going with some sun energy?
We are busy with the study, almost complete with completing the study to build a modular 30 megawatts plant. We are lodging an application for EIA. And that could only be the delay there because that's out of your hands. It's in the government hands. But given what the president has declared, we think that the red tape would be cut because it's so important for the national economy itself. So we are almost there and into renewable energy.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Steve Peary, the CEO of Royal Bafokeng Platinum, which has just delivered a stunning set of results.